Hey guys, it's Tom here with MYT Solar. We just finished up this build on this Grand Design Momentum. It's a 351M, beautiful fifth wheel toy hauler here. We ended up getting 1600 watts on the roof with plenty of room to spare for some upgrades later if they want to boost the solar. And we have 824 amp hours of SOK lithium battery and all the Victron goodies. I'll show you around. I'm really excited to show you this one. It's a fun build. So a lot of these Grand Design, especially the Solitudes, are going to have a much taller bay in this pass-through, and this particular Momentum does not. So we didn't use this middle bay at all. I obviously had to crawl in there a bunch for the install. Customer kept this pass-through bay, and that was kind of what they wanted. They wanted it all in the front. Alrighty, getting under the bay here. Again, really proud of this work. We really like this fifth wheel and the customer's going to be stoked. 4 of the 206 amp hour SOK batteries, so 824 amp hours in here. Some LEDs in here just to help light it up at night you know, I'm surprised there wasn't any lighting in this bay to begin with. So the first thing we did is we actually relocated the leveling, the lippet leveling and slide out controllers to the ceiling to give us that back wall. And then we got our 4 SOKs in here. They're in here solid, not gonna bump on the hydraulic pump, not gonna bump on the multi-plus behind there. So the multi-plus 2, loving this shim plate that we use here so we can keep our smart shunt and our battery disconnect all in one nice clean package. An MPPT charge controller from Victron over here, that's a 250-100 to suit the 1600 watts on the roof. Our solar disconnect here, our links distributor, a nice clean install. This customer also has the generator here, so we had to kind of work around that in this compartment. We really met the customer's needs here in terms of where they wanted the equipment to go, and we didn't use the pass-through bay on the second side, we used this front bay. But yeah, I'll show you around the rest of the install. So being a toy hauler, this Momentum had the Onan 5500 watt generator, which is really going to tie well with this system. So rather than having to turn the generator on whenever they wanted to make coffee or turn the TV on or run the air conditioning even, they won't have to do that. And matter of fact, they may never need the generator with the amount of solar that they have, or maybe every like 5 days they may run that generator to really boost up that lithium. Really going to change the way they need to use the generator when they're off-grid camping. They're not going to rely on it really at all. Complements the system really well. Up the roof we go now. Show you the wattage up here. Come on up. So being a really nice coach, this is one of our more premium installs, and our premium installs all come with our rail system. Talked about it before in a few other videos, but it's awesome. You know, the traditional way of mounting panels to the RV is going to be just to Z-bracket them down. Often that only leaves a little bit of gap between the panel and the roof. It can be damaging for the roof, and often those panels are never coming off once they go down. This rail system gives a nice amount of clearance between the panel, so you can see, you know, we're off the roof quite a ways, which is really good for maintenance. Customer can still clean under those panels. Also, having that air gap just means that these panels will be a lot cooler on hot days, which means they'll run more efficient, and actually you'll get more wattage out of these panels. The other nice thing is that just with 4 7/16 bolts, you can quickly loosen these fasteners and that panel will come straight off of the roof. A premium system, but to be honest, if it was my RV, I wouldn't be mounting my panels any other way. And so we got 8 of the rich 200 watt 24 volt megas up here, 4 series 2 parallel configuration, 1600 watt. When I talked to the customer, one of the things that I wanted to make sure I did was allow room for more solar later, so we could always throw another solar charge controller in there. And honestly, with the space that we've left, right now, he's happy to be able to walk on his roof really easily, but I have a feeling after a summer in this rig, he's gonna probably wanna go with a little more solar, and we can come back and we can throw probably another 1200 watts would probably fit on this roof with this rail system. So if you like us, you'll get fifth wheel envy every time you come into one of these things. Maybe you've got a fifth wheel, maybe you're already set, but tell you what, it makes our travel trailer look pretty small. Beautiful RV. So we put the Touch 50 screen here. Touch 50 screen, thanks to that servo and the pass-through, is what's going to give us all our information. We get to learn what we're running in the coach, like how many watts each item is drawing and the total of that. So we can work out how much 120 volt stuff we're running, how much 12 volt stuff we're running. We get to see our battery percentage, how much is coming into the batteries or out of the batteries, how much our solar charger is getting. Pretty cloudy here today. We're only hitting about 300 watt. And also what the multi-plus is doing. Over here, this red square, that's where we would usually see how much power we're pulling from the grid, from our pedestal, or even from our generator in that situation. One of the other awesome things about the servo and the Victron equipment, and why we use it, is remote monitoring. So with this being on the internet, either, you know, Starlink or a hotspot in the RV, putting this device on the internet allows you to log in wherever you are and see what the system is doing. So I'll show you what that looks like. It's called the VRM portal. And so over here, you can see we get an overview of what the system is doing. Just zoom in a little closer, El. As you can see, this is representative of those same squares that we saw on the Touch 50 screen. We get to know what we're running in the coach, how much solar we're harnessing, what we're running in 12 volt. One of the other really nice things is we've installed these temperature sensors. And so we have one in the fridge, and we have one just in the inside living space of the RV. So when we're away from the RV, we can not just see what our electrical system is doing, making sure we've got enough battery, making sure the air conditioning is still running. We can also check the temperatures, which we really like to do for our dogs. So we're able to get a real live temperature check of the temperature inside the RV. And also, again, temperature in the fridge, because you know how that can fluctuate a lot in these RVs. So an awesome function of the VRM, thanks to the Victron stuff. Thanks to our amazing customers, we were able to stay on site, or we were able to mooch dock at their property. So that's our trailer just over there. Thanks to our copious amounts of solar, we still have about 80% battery today as we're rolling out. So thanks a lot to our two lovely hosts. Made it really easy to get this done. Alrighty, thanks for watching this video on this install on this 351M Grand Design Momentum. Really had a lot of fun with this. We're about to roll out of here onto our next install. Thanks for watching. We're MYT Solar, and if there's any way we can help you with your solar needs, please give us a shout.